Hello everyone, this is Cards and Tankards. Now what is Cards and Tankards? It is a card game that can use many variety of cards to face off against another person. Now, I've been playing this game for 2-3 years, so I've basically collected every card in the game. And I'm going to be teaching you how to play it. So, there is 4 factions in this game. Dungeon Master, Wild Horde, Plundering, and Augur. Let's teach you the basics of every faction. Dungeon Masters have a special thing where you need to have at least one master in your deck. A deck can have 40 cards, and there is 2 factions you can have in your deck. Neutral is a thing that can fit as many and however many you want inside your deck. In your primary faction, you can have as many as you want. In your secondary, you can only have 10 cards in your deck. And that's what makes decks unique. They will never be the same as another person, but they can be if you're out copying decks and sharing decks. Sharing decks is a fundamental thing that got added to help the newer players. In the town, that's where you can find a courthouse with a deck sharing machine. And it's shown all the decks that people have shared and able to give out to the other players. If you do not have all the cards, they will show up in red that you do not have the cards. But back to this deck. Primary faction, you have to have a Dungeon Master card. And now that I've put a Dungeon Master card, I can no longer add the other cards, since it already contains a master. Right. While, let's say I have my secondary as Augur. I could make a gun hunt deck with spells from spells from Augur. I can have 2 of these, right? So you can only have 3 copies of a card. So I can't just boom, 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 right? And since I have more than whatever, because this ones are animated. Animated cards are just cards you get from packs. These packs right here, these are 100 gems. I'm too broke for that. But yeah. So you can only have 40 cards in a deck. There's creatures, spells. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 mana or plus. Right? Each turn you get 1 mana. And then the next turn you'll have 2. The next turn you'll have 3. And so on. Now, the basics to making a deck is you must know what cards you want in your deck and know what cards you want to support that deck. So let's make a Plundering Dungeon Master deck. Since Dungeon Master is not my primary faction, I can't have a master since it's Plundering. Each faction has a special ability in order for you to win. So since I'm making a Plundering guild deck, I get 1 coin at the start of my turn. But if I was making a Wild Horde deck, then I would have the ability to mobilize. Mobilize means when let's just go into a game for you to see. Right. This is Mulligan, the AI that we use to battle. So when you load it into a game, you have the redraw or the accept. Let's say I accept. So in Wild Horde, I can reserve. and that gives me an extra mana to play more creatures. This ability where it says mobilize 5 or less, it means it'll take out a 5 mana creature or less. So if I don't have a 5 mana creature in there, it will go to 4. If I don't have a 4, it will go to a 3. If I don't have a 3, it will go to a 2. That's the special thing about Wild Horde. Now we can go over Augur. Augur is really easy to explain. So with Augur, we have the ability to redraw. And you ask, I can redraw here, right? So what's the problem with redrawing? Well, redrawing is I can have my turn. If I don't have nothing I can play, I put a card in there and it will give me a card. Luckily, it gave me a card I can play. But when I discard, I lose an HP. Now that's the sacrifice of having to play Augur. It's mostly task heavy. And when you summon a creature, it normally is exhausted for the first turn. But this creature has an ability called Amped. Amped means it's ready to attack the turn you draw it. And every creature has an ability. So with this creature's ability, after I dealt direct damage, I was able to steal one of his cards in his deck. And now that he's attacked me, yeah, I lose a lot HP, but I'm stealing his cards, which is pretty good. Now, when you first join this game, it'll take you here. This is your private room. You're gonna have 3 buttons. Well, first you're gonna go against the tutorial. The tutorial will have a little ember buddy telling you, oh, that's a new aspect. Don't ignore it. Most new players try to ignore it, tapping it to get rid of the dialogue, but that dialogue is crucial for you to understand the basics of the game. You're gonna start off with the PG, meaning Plundering Guild starter deck. And then you're gonna battle the Dungeon Master, the Wild Horde, and then the AO. Once you do that, you get the starter cards. I recommend sticking with that Plundering Guild deck until you have enough cards to build your own unique deck. Take advantage of the amount of cards you get from Plundering Guild. And then you're gonna notice the symbol right there in the corner. These packs have a resemblance to what it comes in the packs. So if you're looking for a certain card, you can look for the packs. A new thing got added to the game called Aether Shards. Aether Shards allows you to buy cards that you want. So I can buy an Aisha, but I already have a diamond one, so I don't need that. If you're looking for a quick card, you can buy it as low as 60. Most cards will be really cheap. It helps because most people don't want to spend money on the packs. So since I already have most of these, it looks like I was missing one, but you get Aether Shards if you already have 3, which is important. Most cards you want are in the core, because that's the core of the game. For every little season we go through, we're in the Relics age. So they added a new pack. The Relics of the Lost Ages, which contain the new cards like that build trap. And then Ashes, and then Crusade, which was maybe 2 years ago. And then this was 1 year ago, and then this is this year. You should really play this game. Give it a chance. It's on VR. It is free. Then there's ranked. That's a thing for another video. enjoy this game.